In this last video of lesson 5, I'm going to be talking about how to create different levels, how to raise different aspects of an artwork to create a semi-three-dimensional feel. And it is also a wonderful learning for the learners to think about how to move things just off the paper. So it's really allowing them at a young age to feel what it feels like to kind of get out of the box and realize that in art, anything is possible. For example, we could have taken these insects and hung them by threads and hung the leaf and somehow cut up the environment and created a mobile. So it's about thinking out of the box and finding different ways to create. So let's look at this layering. Here is my leaf. And the idea is that I'm going to create some form of height on this part of the leaf here, which I'm then going to stick down onto the environment. So I'm going to work as quickly as possible, but basically looking at creating a layering like that, and I'm going to put a big blob there. Also keeping in mind that if the background is very waxy, it doesn't like things stuck on it, so you might have to scrape a little bit of the wax away or put a bit more glue so that this actually sticks to the environment itself. Okay, so there's my leaf. Flip it over. And I'm going to glue it down there. So I've used pieces of cardboard and already the leaf is standing up a little bit. My grasshopper I've stuck cork on the bottom. So you can also cut cork in half and you can glue with cork instead of cardboard. And of course, in this particular case, let's just see where it's going to be placed. So we've got our grasshopper. So those two are going to be fine. And this one, I'm going to want to put one more layer. Underneath the cork so that it's the same height as the rest of the grasshopper. So here I have my fun artwork and it has been made into a semi-three-dimensional form. I don't think I can really lift it yet, but I hope you can see that it gives a completely different feel to being a flat artwork. And that brings us to the end of lesson 5. In our final lesson, we're going to be embellishing it. That means we are going to be sticking all sorts of bits of buttons and sequins or dried flowers or dried leaves or little dewdrops, whatever the learners can think of that they can collect. Cut out bits of paper, pieces of fabric, little bits of shells, whatever it is that they can embellish this work. So it's going to be very rich and very full. Saying that, if the teachers and the learners need an extra lesson to complete this, we could end this artwork now. I think everybody can agree that it is basically reached one stage of completion. So the next lesson is really just going to be a lot of fun to make it into a textured, literally a textured artwork as well as a raised artwork. I hope you're really enjoying yourselves. It really is a fun project, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week.